Hello, we're live. What I need limpets, actually.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
What the hell? I didn't touch it.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
What the hell? Am I being interdicted? Or about to? Don't think so. Hello, Lynn.
Hello, how you doing?
Okay. Trace isn't here. I was worried I wasn't going to get here.
He'll be here.
I got stuck doing something. And
Yeah.
I needed to finish that before I jumped onto Elite.
Uh-huh.
I needed to finish what I was doing before I jumped onto Elite.
Okay. It's no biggie.
Yep. Yeah, we're just burning time anyway until phase 2 anyway. So,
Yeah, I may go on Odyssey tomorrow and play.
yeah. At very least, we should farm more materials, so just in case we need it for the more additional content that's going to be in.
Yeah, and I looked, and this next update doesn't have nothing to do with exploring. It's the third phase.
Okay. We, I believe we're supposed to be getting a new suit though.
Yeah, the Dominator, which is the combat.
Oh, it's the Okay, I thought we were getting the Artemis.
Huh?
I thought it was the Artemis we were getting.
That's the third phase.
Oh, okay.
But I went and looked up their little phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. Yeah, it's not till phase 3 we get to explore.
Oh, okay.
Phase 3 with 50-year light jump. Or
Yeah.
50 radius. 50-year light jump radius.
Yep.
So a lot of good it's going to do you if you're in a ship that only gets 10 years light jumps. That's 10 jumps.
Oh well. I'm thinking we could at least buy A-rated modules for it. So
If you got the credits for it.
that's not hard. You do one courier mission, and you have the credits for it.
They've got courier missions. So right now they don't have courier missions.
Yeah, because they only have the Odyssey. Yeah. Well, you would.
All they got is what they got on the board. Now, whether that changed or not, I don't know.
Yep.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it could be easier said than done.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Found an ammonia world. Already discovered, of course, but...
Fuel scooping. Fuel tank disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't started his stream yet, but he's on.
Mm. That signal source was trying to hide from me. That didn't fool me. Good thing too. It's a high grade.
Looks like it's got technical difficulties.
Hmm.
Game crashed on startup.
Ah.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Collector limpet expired. Collector limpet expired. Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Is he still having issues?
Well, it looks like that you can look on his YouTube just as easily as I can.
Okay, he's up.
Actually, I'm still at the same menu.
No. His game's up.
In the game, it says main menu.
No, it.
Then invite him.
Okay. Be able to. Yeah, he's in game.
Now he is. Before he was still at main menu.
Mm.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
How am I finding a weird signal source inside the bubble? A concentrated signal source. It has to be a flea carrier, but I don't know why it's being labeled this.
Labeled what?
A concentrated signal source.
Well, go check it out.
Yeah.
Or look forward on your scanner and see what it is.
I'm looking for it.
Galaxy map. That's not what I wanted to click on. Click on that one.
I wonder if it's a, what you would call a capital ship or something. There's a lot of wars going on in here.
You're gonna have to go and find it.
Yep, oh, a high grade, but that's not what I'm looking for at the moment.
Alrighty. Start me right on route. Engage. Hopefully the game will stay stable the rest of the night.
That would be nice.
Principal Welfare Bureau? Okay.
Principal Welfare Bureau.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's just
Okay.
weird. Why would it be tagged as a concentrated signal source? That's odd.
For the welfare recipients to find it. Probably need to go there. You probably got freebies.
Yes, then you got free emissions from lasers.
Yeah. Don't tell me my high grade disappeared. Nope, there it is. wrong YouTube window open.
System scan complete. System map.
There we go.
Alright. Galaxy map. Alright, let's see if I can do something a little better than this, shall we?
You're just jumping towards your carrier, aren't you?
Yep.
What, the map is not giving you good jump points?
Oh, the one in game never does.
Oh, okay. I thought you were using the external source.
I'm using both, kinda.
Oh,
So,
okay.
one says 130, the external says 130 jumps. The in-game is 155, but it's less distance.
Okay.
So it's a straighter route, but fewer neutron stars.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of work in between the two.
Yep.
Engage. Not this time. Galaxy map.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming input drone. Programming input drone.
Bad proto heat radiators galore. Bah.
Programming input
You know,
drone.
that ain't very good as far as direction. Let's try and get to
Programming input drone.
a couple systems further along.
Electrical input expired. Programming input drone. Electrical input expired. Electrical input expired. Cargo scoop retracted.
How many jumps is that? 26.
A coal system inside the bubble? I'll check that out.
Alright. Engage.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Road again. I can't even remember any more than that song than that.
Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life of love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. An oldie but a goodie.
Oh yeah.
That looks like Ammonia World. Doesn't look like it on the system map though. No, it's a high metal content world.
Silly
Instead of guessing, why don't you
bunch
just
of worlds
research
with
it?
Dangweous.
I decided to come back out in mine. I could make more credits that way.
Yeah, no kid.
40 units is 10 million. I get it done in 30 minutes. Beats spending 2 hours out in the high res and only come back with $1 million.
Yeah.
Access permitted. Set course for landing pad 09.
Gosh darn it. It's behind the star.
Scan detected.
Engage.
Maintain your approach, Commander. Ground services are ready and waiting for your arrival.
The Anaconda has a big ass. It does.
There goes the shields.
It should have been all the way through.
Nah.
Come on.
Engage.
Attention. Weapon fire detectors are in operation at this facility.
Hey-yo-lay. 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 Hey-yo-lay.
Warning, Commander. Landing gear not deployed.
You gonna try to yodel now?
Oh, hell no.
Dear Lord. Just kill me now.
I'm a little bit too many systems in between to do that, Philip. So you're safe for the moment.
Unless he plays Odyssey.
In which case, you're just gonna die all the time because.
Speaking
well,
of
without my help.
speaking of which, me and Lynn are thinking we're going to jump into Odyssey tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait. I don't think Lynn invited you.
I was thinking the same thing too.
I do not think I invited you. I said sometime during the day tomorrow, I might pop into Odyssey. I didn't say, hey, Philip, you want to join?
No, I'm just saying I'm going to jump into Odyssey. Probably not in the middle of the day, but
Horizons to visit with Mr. Trace. But
I suppose it all
no.
depends what happens with, and if Beta 2 comes out tomorrow, I'll probably want to be in Odyssey to try out Beta 2.
But don't. There ain't no me and Lynn.
I didn't say we were playing together. I said we were both thinking we're going to be in Odyssey tomorrow. That's all.
I just wanted to clarify.
I'm probably just going to do farming materials because we're probably going to need the materials for phase 2 anyway to test stuff out.
Probably.
And there's no
Yeah,
wing
but
missions.
I'm not going to put a lot of effort in it because as soon as the alpha's gone, your materials that you collected are gone.
Yes, but the whole idea of the alpha is to test things.
Well, I've tested what I wanted to test,
Yeah.
and I put in a few bugs.
Yep.
But I'm not going to go hard and cold at Odyssey until it's the real freaking game, because I'm not going to waste a lot of time and effort when I could actually be in Horizons making my credits. Yeah, we can't use them over there, but we don't know what all we can use from Horizons. But I was going to play Horizons when Trace was at work, and then come on play Odyssey when Trace was at work, and then come on Horizons.
Okay.
But if if they do that update, then okay, then I forgot that is tomorrow, isn't it?
Maybe. It was either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on that's how the schedules work out.
Hell, I'm still on Easter. I don't care.
They are on UK time though.
Yeah, and I don't know whether or not they will actually
And they
come up with it tomorrow, since today was a bank holiday.
yeah.
And so nothing could get done over there today, so I don't know.
Yeah, they're still celebrating Easter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a nice 4-day holiday, Friday through Monday.
Mm. And they haven't mentioned it. I would think they would there would be announcement right before.
Well, they're going to have a stream tomorrow, so.
Oh, okay. They might do it then, though. Well, announce it in the stream.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. As it does depend how many bugs they got fixed versus how many came in versus whatever criteria they've got, and I'm sure they've got several criteria.
Yep. It sounds like they've been fixing a lot of bugs, though. They've been jumping on them pretty fast.
Just with the Easter thing with 54 commanders landing on one planet, they had over 2 sheets, Legals pad sheets, full of bugs that they reported. So.
Well, that may delay it a few days.
At the same time, there will never be 54 people in a single instance when Odyssey goes live.
Philip.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be. I am absolutely 100% sure that there are player groups out there that are going to want to put some sort of thing on, like the buckyball or the SRV racing or something like that using Odyssey, and there'll be try and get 250, 300 people in an instance.
But we don't really even see that during the regular elite.
Oh,
yes, we do. You and
there
I
was
don't.
1,118 ships on a carrier going to Colonia.
Yeah, but they weren't all in the same instance, all visible and stuff.
For the first distant worlds trip, we had 1,000 people in Sagittarius A in the same instance before the server crashed.
Okay. You sure it was all the same instance?
Yes, it was documented.
Oh, okay.
Just because you think you know doesn't mean you know.
The 1,001st person that tried to get in crashed it. Well, that's kind of a guess because I mean there were probably about 2,500 people trying to get into that instance.
And you forget that when Salome died, there was quite a few commanders in that instance too.
There are a lot of those things that go on. I've taken part in one, but I've heard of a bunch of others.
Well, my friend Joe, he was there when Salome died. He was in the instance. There was probably 100 commanders in there.
But isn't that like just a special protocol? That's not something commanders can just snap their fingers and do at will.
No, they
you're an
snapped their
open, that can
fingers
happen.
Easter and did it at will.
Then how come when we're in Shenrada, there's only a few ships? I mean, it's the busiest station, right? Obviously, we can't decide what instance we end up in. We have no control over that.
Into Shinrada. Yeah, most people go into Shinrada just to get docking space. Will either go into solo or private.
Never mind, I couldn't even get interdicted for some reason. I couldn't even end up in an instance with anyone else. It was weird.
Yeah, life happens. It's not constant. Engage.
They heard you were coming, and so everybody rushed and got a pad.
So very few people will actually go into Shinrada in open.
Which I find hard to believe because I hear people on YouTube all the time still debating open versus closed and like hating on the people who do closed.
Yep, there's plenty of people who think you should be there as a target for them.
Yep.
You just happened to luck out the time that you went in Shinrada in the open. I mean, it's just like I said, you couldn't even do that right. You failed that and really well.
It wasn't like I just jumped in and then jumped out real quick either. I was there for a while. I relogged.
Where there was a great ganking opportunity in a different system.
But I went to those systems too.
Time out. I will give him credit. He did jump down there to the CG.
Yeah.
But
and I have no idea why they didn't.
I went to Farseer too.
unless they scanned the manifest scanned him, he wasn't nothing, and so they ignored him.
Well, there was no player ships in the entire system at all. I saw one in the distance before who was way too far away to even know I was around, and then he just vanished. But aside from that, there was no one.
Yeah, that happens.
And you expect me to believe they could snap their fingers and all of a sudden there'd be like 50, yet alone thousands of people in the same instance?
I've seen it happen. I got ganked back in the early days. I got ganked 6 times by the same player in the same system.
Yes, and I got ganked a bunch of times too. But because I want to test something out, that's when all of a sudden I can't get ganked.
Like I said, you can't even pull that off right.
Engage.
But I can tell you right now, my friend went to Jamerson, bought himself an Anaconda, and came back to Walker Station, and then said, dang, I forgot my something A-rated, whatever hell he was doing. So he jumped back to Shinrada, and before he could ever get to the station, he was yanked, and they blowed his Anaconda up. He hadn't even timed it. 30 minutes?
And it does depend if they were there. I mean, if you listen to system chat, you'll know if there's, folks hanging around to gank you.
Yeah, well, Phil doesn't hardly read or listen to his computer, so.
Yeah. I mean, there's, there's usually a bunch of people hanging around DCAT.
Yeah. Usually.
You want to get ganked, that's a pretty good system to go to.
Yeah, I've been blown up trying to land on the pad.
What?
And stupid Farseer doesn't have any security.
Landed on a pad by an NPC.
No, it wasn't an NPC, it was a player. Using corrosive Zargoid weapons. Or something.
Open?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you probably cut him off on his landing pad, and he just returned.
No, he was a mile away 1 minute, and then when I went to go land, he comes in and blows me up.
A mile
He
away,
was harassing someone else.
in front of him. Well, that was 30 minutes for 10 million.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Beats the hell out of 2 hours for one. Engage.
Can't believe they broke the stupid bounty after making it work for once in a lifetime.
They'll bring it back once they fix the other problem. But this, they're concentrating on the alpha right now, so they put in a quick fix.
I've talked to other people, and they said, well, no, but they're doing, the masker missions. And I said, no, just go out and drop into high res. I said, before Odyssey, I could stay out there 2 hours and come in with 10 million anyways, shooting any and all ships. And I said, this time I went out for just to get rank, so I was doing deadly and elite. And for the same amount of ships, I wasn't getting the credits nor the rating.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we haven't seen it yet. And I said, well, you guys are taking the masker missions. You're not going to see it there, probably.
Unless you're good at adding it all up. But Yeah, the massacre missions having a prepaid amount is a good way to hide it.
Yeah.
And not only that, you used to get that, what is it, 8 million or whatever, massacre missions for killing like 6 or 8, and now you're having to kill like 72.
72, yikes.
Engage.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and unless you're doing an AFK thing, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So it's no longer something to do.
Yep.
I mean,
So
when we
they've
were doing
reduced the
massacre
route.
missions, we were doing pretty good, and I think, what was it, the highest one we had was,
You said 50 mil? You
no, I was
s-
talking about the pirates we had to kill.
oh, the amount. Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
something like that.
We had a couple 20-somethings and a 34.
Now all I see is 62, 72,
Yeah, I'm not going to
96,
bother with that.
Yikes.
and they don't pay the 50 million.
Engage.
So they increased it, yet they decreased the amount as well?
Reduce the pay.
Oh my god. It's horrible. Do one or the other. Don't do both. Jesus.
No, they want to make it completely unprofitable to do the AFK.
Oh, well, then they should just remove the missions altogether. Because it's not profitable for actual players to be doing it now.
Well, then you have your choice. Go find something else to make money, like I am.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, after they get done with bringing Odyssey fully online, I'm sure they'll have some time to go back and address Horizon's bugs.
Yep.
At which
You
point
would
they'll
think they would
fix
have a
it.
group for Horizons and a group for Odyssey. That way they could keep both things going at the same time.
Yeah, but no.
Right now, it's all hands on deck for Odyssey because it's in
Oh.
such bad shape.
Deft of the Frontier team is a pretty small team, I think, though, isn't it? Relatively speaking.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Engage.
All I know is in Odyssey, I have seen more top 10 commanders get killed than I have in the entire 2 years of Horizon.
Yeah. Although there is like one or two like god tier commanders already for Odyssey. Crazy something too.
Yeah, well, there's people who have time to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
and then there's the rest of us.
Yeah. To already be as good as they are in a shooter that's unlike any other shooter out there. It's not like a Call of Duty cloner or something. Yeah. Someone spent.
But it's not that far off from a lot of other first-person shooters as far as, what you do to actually kill people. It's a stealth shooter.
Yeah.
Okay, there are several games out there that play that way. And if you're good at that, I mean, picking up what's in Horizon, you just do the key mapping, which
Yeah.
is what you're used to.
I think this
And
one is more timing heavy than most of them though. Because
No,
of the
I mean, you need two guns, and you want your bigger gun to be a physical gun, so you can drop them quick once you get the shields off, and that has to do with the DPS difference between the different guns.
yeah.
So the DPS between the short and long laser is trivial. It's minimal. The DPS difference between the machine guns or the projectile weapons is
Yeah.
huge.
Yep.
I haven't looked at the explosive weapons, but I don't like using explosive weapons because too often I get when I'm playing these types of games, the enemy's too close for me to use the explosive weapon without killing myself.
Yep.
So I much prefer the projectile weapon.
Well, I did watch and find out today. I did watch that if you aggro or aggravate the base and they're after you, skimmers included, if you run 5 km away from the base in any direction you want to go, you can call the shuttle down to you and leave in one piece.
Oh, what interesting. That's news.
I watched it, but you got to run fast because as you're running out, there's still pew in your butt, so you have to have your shield and med packs and stuff ready to cover your butt.
Yep.
Okay, here's 8 million credits, 8,470,000. And you have to kill 35
Not
pirates.
worth the time.
Here's one, 5 million. Oh, here we go. This is all right. 5 million to kill 7.
Okay,
That's
that's
more like
okay.
it. 15 pirates to kill. Maybe it just, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have the missions up for me, but they were not like that a few minutes ago.
Or maybe they only nerfed the higher paying ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no 50 million there, that's for sure.
Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
Engage.
But Exegius, yes, I watched his stream and he was playing in his private group, and
Yep.
somebody from his private group joined him without letting him know,
God.
and had the whole group on the ground pissed. But and as soon as he was trying to take a sample, to steal a sample of their genetic stuff, and you have to wait like a minute before it'll unlock where you can open it and then get it. And he was running all over that inside of that building, trying to stay away from the people who were shooting at him, because as soon as you deactivate that so you can take the sample, everybody comes to you.
Yep.
And so he was running around on the inside of that building, jumping over enemies and everything, trying to stay away from them and finally it opened it up and he grabbed it and off he went. And the whole base went hostile and he's like, I'm out of here. And all of a sudden he takes off across the desert. And he's running and he's getting his behind peppered and he's, regenerating his shields and med pack and stuff. And just keeps running, and out there about 5K, he stops, turns around, looks, calls the shuttle lands right there by him.
Nice.
Which I could understand that would be so much better if we get our ships.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be able to control where the damn things are and go. Yep.
Dooby-doo. Engage.
Where is the stupid high grade? It's all these signal sources and asteroids, resource zones everywhere.
No high grades for you.
Well, I found it in the FSS. I can't find it in the list. Oh, wait, there it is.
No high grade for you. 2 minutes
Thank
left,
you.
it'll be
Come
gone
again.
before you get there.
Huh?
Fuel scooping.
It's 2 minutes left. It'll be gone before you get there.
Fuel scooping complete.
Nah, 26 minutes.
Used to watch a show called Good Eats.
Hmm.
And one of his episodes was on sushi. And of course, he plays, the guy who does it plays basically all of the characters. So it's kind of, the scenes are shot, with multiple things that sort of warp together. But
Yeah.
when he was playing the sushi chef, and the sushi chef would tell his normal character, "No sushi for you."
Yep, I recall. I remember that.
You actually watch Good Eats?
A few episodes. I wasn't big in it, but I watched a little bit of everything. Or did. I don't watch much TV anymore. TV's trash these
Oh, I don't
days.
even Well, I gave up my cable subscription. I don't watch broadcast TV.
I really should drop it. I have cable that I'm paying like $200 a month for.
Yeah, and why?
Yeah. Well, it's also tied into my internet and phone
You're
service.
bundled. Yeah.
So it's like, and what's weird is there are a couple channels I would want, but I can't get them. Because they're it says this cable company has them, right? Except
Yeah.
it's not listed on any of their page, so you have to like just get everything for it to show up. I mean,
I'd call the customer service and find out which package it's included in. But, or maybe a single station purchase.
no, I wish it was a single station purchase. It would make things easier.
Well, I don't have cable. I buy internet and I buy phone and from completely separate vendors.
Okay, yeah. Just please tell me it's not whatchamacallit, Verizon.
Verizon is not available in my area.
Oh, you're lucky. They're a bunch of scam artists. They'll even run a scam on you if you're trying to change your plan or something. Just to force you to say, forget it, I'll just keep it.
They all do that.
Yep. That's not unique.
No.
And then when I paid the money I didn't owe them, but they keep saying I owe them just so they can force me to say, this is too much of a bother, I'll just keep this damn service. When I paid them extra to get them to shut up, they ended up sending me a check.
Yep.
They're like, damn, we couldn't get him to stay. Yeah. Not gonna bend a knee to that BS. Makes me want to leave even more when you pull that stuff.
I don't even know how long I cut the cable out, Anthony. It's been a while.
Oh, I still got cable because my husband likes to watch different shows. But
Well, the only reason we had it, the only show that we watched the whole week long was my daughter watching My Little Pony. And that was costing me $200 a month.
well, he likes all the old John Wayne movies. You got to understand where we at. We're out in the middle of the boondocks. We're not downtown city.
Mm.
Yeah.
If the cows move the wrong ways, you could lose signal.
Yeah.
But I can't gripe. This company I'm with or have been with since they started, they're pretty good on fixing issues, and I really don't have a problem with my local internet. It's where it's like Google and them is where I have my problems. Or there ain't much you can do about them. But when you get to researching into all of them, like Verizon and all of them, you come to find out that there's one big company that owns all of them. So there is no, it's a monopoly. They make you think it's not a monopoly, but it is.
Yep.
Oh, I know that.
And that's
There's a reason why you can only ever get one or two services in a given area. It's by design.
because they have a monopoly on it.
Yep. And the weird thing is, I don't know how this happened, but sometime way back, like all these billionaires got together and agreed on like slicing up the areas and not conflicting with each other, so they wouldn't be so they wouldn't end up getting regulated.
Yeah,
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's good business if you're.
yes, but you have to understand, these are the people who would rather have no money if they can't have all the money.
No, you don't understand. I research this for shits and grins. I know. And Anthony, I'm sorry for not paying attention to you. You've hollered at us 5 times. No, you've hollered at us more than that.
I've been talking with Anthony.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't, I guess. Sorry, Anthony. I was minding.
That was actually how a lot of this came came up, I was talking with Anthony, and Philip joined in.
Yep.
Oh. But here's a good one. I can get my local channels if I had an TV antenna outside for nothing.
Yes.
Free.
Yep.
But, and then Dish Network made a deal with them to bring them on board so they could have their channels on Dish. Well, Dish only charges, I think, $5 a month for local service. Well, the local channel says, well, we need that much. And Dish is like, we're providing you a platform. And they said, well, so? And so Dish went out of their way to let everybody know, you can put an antenna out there and get these channels for free. But because we provide them a platform, we charge $5 to you all, they want their share. And kind of making a little fun out of it, and it shamed a lot of the local stations into going back and putting their programming back on the Dish Network.
Yeah, we're just running the broadcast antenna that you don't have. Next.
Yeah. There is a couple of the local trends tried that, and the local people who live out in the hollers like me were like, dude, you don't charge us for it if we have a TV or rabbit ears that can reach out that far. Why in the heck are you throwing a fit because they want to air your channels out there and they charge you $5?
Yeah.
Or charge us $5. Either get a bigger antenna where you can reach us, or shut up.
Yep.
That's like these big platforms silencing people from talking. It's like, yeah, you may think it's funny and you may think you agree with it now, but one of these days it's going to be your turn to be silenced and you're not going to like it so well.
I found a better, more accurate, whatchamacallit, search engine. Anyway.
What, DuckDuckGo?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's been compromised a tad here lately.
Has it?
Yeah.
I hadn't had any issues with it.
You don't search shit like I do.
Let's just say their platform isn't quite so secure against things getting trojaned into your system.
That's a good thing. I also run ad blocker.
Oh, it's not just ad block. Ad blocker helps. But it isn't the be all end all.
Yeah.
You want an ad blocker, you want a malware blocker, and you want to run an incognito mode.
Well, I don't run none of them.
That could be a bit dangerous.
I have a malware scanner
Well,
that
let's knock on wood. For the last 15 years, it hasn't.
May that continue.
Yep. I think they ride in on your antivirus and your ad blockers if you actually really want to know the truth.
A lot of them come in through the ads, yeah.
Well, I know, but I meant like Norton and
oh, I don't use Norton. Norton's dangerous. Every so often, depending on the patch they put in, it causes computers to crash.
Taffy is the same problem.
Yeah.
As does Malwarebytes.
Oh, okay.
As does
yeah.
Yeah, and that's actually what crashed me at the beginning of the stream tonight.
Oh, goddamn! Another Microsoft update.
Yeah, I didn't check tonight, man. I clicked it, no updates for 7 days.
Why are you getting a bunch all of a sudden?
Well, I clicked the no updates for 7 days.
Oh, okay. You should have updated it before Odyssey.
Well, I normally try and update it on the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, I forgot this weekend.
Hmm.
So when the when the timer expired, suddenly stuff wanted to update.
Oh, damn.
Now here you go. Trace, 29,318,000 kill, 81 pirates.
Oh my God.
81 goddamn pirates.
Engage.
Yeah.
Doesn't tell you. 81 pirates. And unless you're like in a Corvette with mostly harmless, you're going to be going up against a bunch of dangerouses and deadlies and elites. Have fun with that.
I'm not
One
doing
of those is like, no thanks.
But here you go. 126 units of bromolite, 12 million.
That's not bad.
No. And the worst you have to worry about is coming into the station.
Mm.
I just can't prove it, but I think they've done crap to the...
They did. They destroyed it because they wanted to stop the AFKers.
Yeah, and that's, when they get around to being able to fix that, they'll bring the prices back where they belong.
Yep. I hope.
Well, people will bitch until they do.
Yeah.
Well, see, a lot of people are not recognizing it because all they are doing is going in there, seeing the pirates. I don't even think people are paying attention to how many pirates they're having to kill.
Yeah, especially if they're...
Right.
Yeah.
And so, the only reason why I noticed is because right before Odyssey, that's what we were doing is dropping into high res and kill this many ships and collecting this much bounty. But it's not profitable anymore.
Right. Yeah, it's not profitable unless you're doing the AFK thing now.
I don't want to do it either, because what's the fun in that? You're not learning to fight.
No.
Yeah. They nerfed the bounties on pirates. And the pirate missions are now killing an extreme amount of pirates for much less money. So the massacre missions and the bounties have both been completely trashed.
Anthony, I could go into a Hazres high, kill 10 ships, deadly and elite. Didn't matter what they was. Some of them were in Eagles, some of them were in Cobras, some of them was in, what's that other one? Diamondbacks. And I could come out of there after killing 10 ships with close to 3 million credits and at least 1 point in rep. Now, I went there last night. I had to kill 20 deadly and elite, and I got 1.3 million and 0 rank increase, and I had to kill 20.
Frameshift drive charging.
Anything that wasn't deadly or elite, I didn't even bother with.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Each.
And if you leave Frontier's website on the rank, since I'm deadly, or dangerous, excuse me, for masters, I'm supposed to get 1.25. Let's see, where is that? Yeah, 1.25 for dangerous. Deadly's supposed to pay me 1.50, and Elite's supposed to pay me 1.75.
Yeah, they probably broke that as well because they have AFKs not only doing it for credits but probably for ranked as well. So
I hate people when they burn shit for other people.
not like I didn't see this coming though. Soon as I heard you can AFK,
We're wrapped up with.
it doesn't
I'm
matter.
just surprised nobody's paying attention to it. I guess they're just all doing the AFK and they really don't care.
Well, it's the guys doing the AFK, and it hasn't made enough of an impact to them that they're really noticing, which means they're going to have to nerf it even further to try and shut that down.
All the people who probably would notice this kind of thing and actually give a damn about it are probably in Odyssey at the moment.
Yep.
Well, I have brought it to Astro's attention. I have brought it to Burr's attention, and I brought it to Exegius' attention. Who is the other one? And Rusty Dog. I brought it to all of them's attention because they seem to be the loudest and the
Yep.
proudest. So maybe lead a little to
So
them.
after they get done with their coverage of, the beta, I'm sure they will cover that.
But hell, we were dropping in there, earning 2 and 3 and 4%, or 3% every night, 2 hours.
Yep.
Sometimes 4%. You can't get it now. And I should be getting a lot of percentages because I'm in there by myself, not winged up with anybody.
And you know what makes matters even worse? You need what was it, dangerous to unlock the stupid engineer?
Yeah, they made it virtually impossible.
Yeah.
to get there.
Well, I guess the only thing I can
Frameshift drive
say
charging.
is folks should have done it when I was telling them, better get your rank up now while it's good.
Mm.
Like Trey says, we go in here with a game plan and do research.
Oh, well, no, actually going in with you two, nerfed my gains. I wasn't getting jack.
If you wasn't getting jack, it's because you wasn't hitting the target.
I was hitting it. If you're lower ranked by a decent amount than your wingmates, you're not going to get jack.
Actually, it's reversed. If you got lower rank, you get more.
You can't leech off of your wings. If that was even remotely possible, I would have gained rank like crazy.
And you went from incompetent to expert in no time at all, messing around with Trace and I.
No, I'm not expert.
The engineer unlocked out there Colonia that you did not have unlocked before you started in combat with us.
I am competent, and I did not unlock either one of those the engineers that need rank.
When you started playing with me and Trace, you were
I was mostly harmless.
and mostly harmless.
Yeah. So I gained what?
1, 2.
And I didn't even hit competent with you guys. I gained competent when I the day I was not fighting with you guys. Which is weird because I killed fewer people then.
Whatever, Phil. If that's the case, then don't fight with us no more. Go on your own.
I like fighting in the wing, but I'm not getting any rank for it. Getting credits, no rank.
I think there's only been one time I've been in a wing with Trace that I didn't get no rank.
Getting 1% is equal to getting no rank with me. I don't want to ever see me spending 2 hours and only getting 1 or maybe 2%. That doesn't fly with me.
Well, then you need to reach up here and click the great big giant X on the screen and delete the game.
As you're rapidly heading there, the diminishing returns as you go up in level is extreme.
Yeah, but not when I'm only mostly harmless and competent. I'm nowhere near where you only get one or 2%. I'm okay with grinding endgame. That doesn't bother me. I have super high leveled characters in some MMOs.
Right now is a difficult time to get combat experience because they nerfed the whole damn system.
Yep.
And they have been, that table Lynn's quoting off of is out of date.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's 12 months ago.
Yeah, but my experience is very different from that table. Divide the numbers by 4.
Mm.
But right now, you're competent, right?
Yep.
Okay. You get 0.25 for harmless, 0.5 for mostly harmless, 0.75 for novelist, 1 point for confident, 1.25 for expert, 1.50 for master, 1.75 for dangerous, 2.0 for deadly, and 2.25 for elite.
I beat a few elites and dangerouses. And I know I beat a bunch of masters.
The only way I know that they're doing this is that you have to kill. Let's go to the competent because that's easier. You would have to kill 10 of them in order to get 1 percentage point. So actually, you would have to kill 100 of them to get that rank up.
Yeah,
It's
except I
just
think
weird.
the numbers you have to divide by 4 at this point because they've dropped the rewards.
Yeah, I killed 20 ships and didn't gain 1 point.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And it
And
makes
they
more
were
than
deadly
4,
in the
but
lead. It's just a witch. It's a witch.
burn her!
It's a
Burn
witch.
the
It's a
witch!
witch. It's a witch. Where you at, boss man? How far away are you now? Zoom out and look and see. Ooh, you're getting there. You're almost crossing the Great Divide there.
According to my current route, it's 111 jumps.
Yeah, it looks like you're probably, I don't know, 8 jumps from the Great Divide, which puts you in the next region.
Yeah, you're almost to the next quadrant.
Erroneous Delta.
Ronimus Delta, yeah. Which is the quadrant that the carrier's in.
Yep.
What, near the backside though, right?
No, I'm on actually about halfway up it on the right-hand side.
Yeah, he's almost crossed over the border. It's
I've got.
kind of hard to judge how many
It says
jumps
111 right now.
to the carrier.
Galaxy map.
Well, I meant to cross the quadrant line.
Probably only 20 or so for that.
Before you cross a neutron into Delta.
Shouldn't be far. Probably within 20 jumps.
Oh, I don't know. I'm doing a lot of vertical here at the moment.
Oh,
Trying to get
okay.
to the next neutron star. I can't measure from here because it's too far down.
Yep.
I'm under 5,000 light years from there.
Okay.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Wait a second. Weren't you like 6,000 light years from the carrier itself? How is it?
Yeah. I'm under 5,000 from the carrier itself now.
Oh, okay. So the border. Your carrier's right by the border. I thought it was near the back.
I can't measure to the border because it got I'm on a different Z level
Oh, okay.
from where the route goes.
So you're at a disadvantage because I have where his carrier's marked, so I can see
Yeah.
where he's at, I can see where his carrier's at, and I can see where the border is.
Yep.
I don't like where I'm going at the moment. No, actually, whatever. I'll stick with this for a while. Engage.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Another thing I noticed the other night while we were in here doing all them mining missions, we'd have 2 or 3 or 4 mining missions we could pick from. Tonight. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 mission boards, which is normal for
Yeah.
Jameson, but
That seems to. Yeah, that sounds normal. Besides, you could just be having bad luck with the boards.
well, they should have flipped by now.
They flip every 10 minutes. It should have flipped almost minute and a half ago.
Minute and a half ago.
Yeah.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
And there's only 2 mining missions.
Mm.
And I'm allied with everybody.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know what lead is that.
4, 3, 2.
Maybe they're making this game so intolerable everybody goes to Odyssey. Oh,
No,
just for
worst
the
comes to
record.
worst, I'll just do this all the time.
Yeah, and just for the record, the exploring part don't come to phase 3. Phase 2 is open at 20 light years of space for travel. Players can now purchase ships. The Dominator combat suit will be available for purchase. Faction conflicts will be enabled. Frontline solutions will be available. Missions for neighboring systems available, including trading with settlements and points of interest. Can you imagine how many traders and explorers that have pre-bought Odyssey and have sat there and had to endure the combat just so they can get to their section?
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't mind waiting. I just wish they showed some of it in one of their streams. I mean, they didn't even show off the exploration or the salvaging at all. Or the scavenging, I mean, at all.
Are you talking about exploring? I mean,
The planetary fauna and plants and stuff, the scannable life forms.
Xeno. Not very much of it, but they showed it.
Did they? I watched all their streams. I didn't see jack of it.
They showed you the tool and they showed you them pointing it at the plant, taking a sample or a bio sample or what.
Oh, that was like in the initial teaser trailer, I think. They just showed someone pointing some tool at it, and that's it. It really didn't show anything.
I guess
Not a
you
whole
didn't
lot
need to
to
know.
show.
I'm just curious because on some of the videos I watched, the introduction into Odyssey, they showed an SRV that was pulling like a wagon and
Oh.
it had a drill on it.
Speaking of which, there's supposedly going to be a few more SRVs. 3.
I haven't heard
To
that.
be
I just know
precise.
we have a vehicle schematic.
They're in the game files.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
They're in the Odyssey, the new Odyssey files. There's SRVs. Someone even claims they can make them spawn. They don't function right now, but they're in the files. And there's enough of them that they could.
Files today, and I didn't see no SRV.
They're encoded in the files. The one where the SRV that's actually playable in the game at the moment is tagged as default, and each of the other SRVs have another code name. I've actually seen some of them because, like I said, they shown it. Not deaths. It was what's his Yamek's released info.
You think I'm gonna believe anything he says here lately? When he knows exactly how to use Photoshop?
A lot of people know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah, but Yamix is pretty pissed at FDev right now. So,
Oh, is he? What is he pissed about them this time? Oh yeah, for not giving him a key.
Recognizing him.
He shouldn't.
not just a key, they didn't recognize him as an influential YouTube provider. Basically, they chose to...
They do. That's why they didn't give him a key.
engage.
They talk about his sorry ass all the time. How can he say? The fact they didn't give him a key kind of confirms they know he's influential. That's the problem.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, but then you're sitting here
But have you noticed?
trying to talk to us about you seen
Have you noticed every time?
quoting from his stream. Like I said, right now I wouldn't pay too much attention because he's mad in the corner.
But haven't you noticed? Ever since he didn't get that key, he's been very mellow compared to what he's usually like.
Because he probably found out he didn't get his way.
Yeah, I'm sure that is it. But he knows he's in the wrong.
Not only that, but you didn't see. I mean, I watched the stream that he was throwing a fit, and there was a lot of hate comments coming back at him, not Elite.
Fuel sync disengaged.
Told him to grow up, put his big boy pants on. The world didn't revolve around
Yep.
him. It went on and on and on, and I'm like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yep. Man, I wish I could have said that. He didn't record it in a way that it's permanently on his channel, did he?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I might have to check that out for a good laugh. Entitled Baby. You do nothing but bash the game like almost 24/7 and then you...
You have very little room to talk.
Look, there's a difference between criticism and bashing.
Depends on what your definition of bashing and criticism is.
Look, I say good things about Elite.
Oh, God.
I can criticize what... See, this is what you don't get. When I criticize the ship, you think that I hate the ship, everything about the ship. You just tag it with like, oh, I must hate everything about it. Even though in like the next sentence or the sentence before, I was saying something good about it.
The only problem is when you bitch about your ship, it's usually pilot error. That's what I criticize. Not that you're criticizing, it's just the simple fact you can't take ownership when you screw up.
It's not a screw up when a Type 9 exists.
Oh my God.
And on that note, it's now 10 o'clock.
Yep.
So I'm out of time for the night, so I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride today. It was great having you all. Anthony, thank you for joining us in the chat, and I think you were the only one tonight. Lynn Phillips, thank you for joining me in the wing.
Yep.
And we'll pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time as usual, and whether it's going to be this or in Odyssey depends entirely on whether they drop Phase 2 tomorrow. If they drop Phase 2, we will be in Odyssey learning about Phase 2. If not, well, this cutter still needs to move quite a bit further towards its goal. But
How would you do tonight, boss?
so how did I do tonight? Galaxy map? Galaxy map. Galaxy map.
Please follow docking procedures, Commander, and enjoy your stay. Request denied. Decrease range.
So I am now only 4,834. Which is probably 3 or 4 nights from getting there. At the rate I'm going.
Yeah, well, you're not finding any neutron stars because you're on the wrong side of the galaxy.
Well, that's why I said 3 to 4 nights. I could, if I find enough neutron stars, I
Yeah.
could be there tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Hey, Castle. Well, good to see you right at the end. And I hope you enjoy the game. Unfortunately, I am quite out of time since I have to get to work in the morning and it's bedtime. So, with the 4,834 light years to go, this is Majestus signing out. And you two have a good night.
Yep. Good night, you two.
Good night, boss. See you tomorrow night.
Do not engage in reckless maneuvers, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Come on.
Landing completed. Ground crew dispatched. Welcome to
And okay, I'm gonna cut it here as well. Thanks for anyone watching. And we'll pick this up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, bye.